Hello, my name is Allison Carmen, and welcome to my podcast, 10 Minutes to Less Suffering. And today I want to talk to you about September. For me, September has always been the true new year. I always thought of it as a time when people are coming back from the summer, they feel renewed, children are going back to school, businesses are trying to end the year with a strong quarter, people feel invigorated to start thinking about new businesses and new ideas, new goals. It really was the month that I always felt the most hope and the most energy. But this year feels really different. I was out on Long Island with my sister for a while, and I got back to the city, and a lot of my friends aren't here, and things seem really quiet. I have all these new projects that I'm working on, and I wasn't feeling the same kind of energy. I wasn't feeling that September vigor that I always felt. And I have a feeling a lot of it has to do with the pandemic, because a lot of us in the spring put our time in, we stayed inside and we isolated, and we were all hoping that things would change quickly. And now September's here and we're still in this situation. There's also a lot of political instability, and there seems to be new things going on every day. And I find the more I look towards the outside world for any hope, for any energy, it just leaves me really chaotic. And so then I asked myself, what was I doing in my mind that was causing this? And I realized what I do sometimes is that I evaluate what's happening. Yes, I live in maybe, and it always gives me hope, but there are times when a situation happens and I'll judge it. And not only will I judge it in the moment, I'll judge it for what this moment means for the future. And that's when we really get ourselves in trouble. Because we create these stories based on fear, based on worry. And then it's hard to have energy to do anything if we're projecting that things can't be better tomorrow. And the minute I realized the lack of energy and hope I was feeling was from all my future projections, I shifted it and I said, instead of evaluating what's happening, just observe it. If you see something on the news, just observe it. If you have 5 projects to do, observe it. And then make a commitment just for today. Today, I'm going to get this done. Today, I'm going to only watch the news for 10 minutes. Today, I'm going to call a friend. Whatever you have to do, just bring it back to the day. And the next thing I noticed, when I was observing things and not evaluating them for what they meant for the future, my thoughts changed. There was less negativity and there was more presence. And once my thoughts were less negative, my feelings were more hopeful. And that's when I started to find the energy to take inspired action. So this has been my September practice. I don't have a list of goals for the rest of the year, but I have a daily list. And things on that list are for things that will happen in the future, but I stay in the now. What do I need to do now? What needs to get taken care of today? And what's also so interesting, when you're not evaluating, you're observing, new ideas do come to you, new visions, new possibilities. And then you start to plant those seeds. But I'm moving slowly. And I'm taking care of my inner world. And I see the more I cultivate that inner space, that inner hope, that inner knowing, things really start to happen in the outside world. But if my focus goes too far outside, then I start to feel the chaos and I need to bring myself back. So today I want to give you this exercise to create your own inner September resolutions. So like I said, the first thing to do is ask yourself, am I evaluating and judging everything that's happening today in my life into the future? And if I am, can I pull it back and just observe? An example would be, if you're in business, I don't have enough clients, I don't have enough sales, or the economy's not going to get better, or my children are never going to be happy again, whatever you're thinking, look at how those thoughts are going into the future. And yes, you could use the maybe practice, because maybe always takes the future projections away. So maybe those thoughts aren't true. Maybe things will get better. Whatever you need to pull back from evaluating and choose to observe it. This is what's happening today. My children are being homeschooled today. I need to find a new client today. I need to finish a project today, whatever it is. Just observe it. And so just allow yourself to sit where you are. And as you do that, you're going to realize your thoughts are different. When we're not judging and we're not projecting, our thoughts are just less negative. And there's more space for the blessings, and there's more space for gratitude and for hope. It just happens naturally. And yes, we could also choose different thoughts. Now, these thoughts need to align with our inner self. They have to be true within us. So we could choose more positive thoughts or just more present thoughts. And when those thoughts are different, we feel different. There's a natural opening to hope. And when we have hope, we have more energy for the things that we care about in life, and more energy to complete the things on our list today. And then when our feelings are better, we're more likely to take better care of ourselves, to honor the fact that there's a lot going on. And it's okay to slow down. It's okay to be a little less ambitious with your career. It's okay to spend more time resting or meditating or with friends, even though you have to social distance. Now, of course, we all need to pay the bills. I'm not saying that, but it's okay to pull back a little bit and just soften your inner world and take care of your inner world. And from that place, you will take inspired action. That's the irony of it. The irony of this time is from slowing down, from observing, from changing our thoughts, which leads to our feelings, to taking inspired action, actually leads us to more opportunities and possibilities. That's what I'm finding in my own life. I work hard every day, but in a softer way. And I find the softer I've been, the more possibilities I see. So September really is about the inner resolution of kindness and love towards ourselves, and less judgments and less projections and more presence. When we're so busy living in the future, there's no opening in our lives. We're not home to receive it. We're not open to receive it. We're not ready to receive it. But when we're present, we're home. And we're ready and we're willing to be with life. And life will always carry us forward if we're willing, if we're there. So although this time might feel very chaotic and you might feel hopeless at times, all your opportunity and all your possibilities still exist. Just observe what's around you. Create better thoughts, allow better thoughts, and those feelings will come in and you will feel so inspired to act. And like I said before, uncertainty is your best friend, because if you want your life to change, it has to happen in the unknown, and in the unknown are possibilities you cannot even imagine today. So if we just come back to the present and we allow ourselves to connect to what's happening right now, we will be our best selves, our most hopeful self, our most energetic self, our most kind and loving self. And we will create new things in our lives, new relationships, new businesses, new ideas, and even a new relationship with ourselves, a softer relationship. You are already everything you need to be. And all you need to do is stay present and observe what's happening. If we keep looking towards the outside world for our safety, we're never going to feel safe. But if we know we have what it takes and we trust we'll be okay, we'll always find our way. Life has maybe, you have maybe, and things will keep changing. And always remember, maybe the best is yet to come. Thank you for listening to this podcast today. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you could email me at allison@allisoncarmen.com. If you'd like to buy my book, The Gift of Maybe, it's available at all major bookstores and online retailers. And if you like this podcast, you could subscribe and leave a comment.